Hello, it's Friday, January 24th. We're playing a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to do the dad joke of the day. So let's reveal what it is. In case anyone missed it, in the video yesterday where everything was silent, I did give the dad joke, but in case you missed it, yesterday's was, how do you make 7 even? You take away the S. But let's do today's. 2 peanuts walk into a bar. One is assaulted. One is assaulted. All right. Reminds me of my favorite joke when I was a kid, which was a rope walks into a bar. And as soon as he walks in, the bartender says, "Hey, read the sign. Ropes are not welcome here." So the rope, dejected, walks out. But as he's walking away, he has this brilliant idea. And so what he does is he kind of ruffles his edges and he ties himself into a knot and then he strolls back in. And the bartender says, "Hey, didn't I just tell you ropes aren't welcome?" And he says, "I'm afraid not." All right, this has just turned into telling jokes and I'm fine with that. But let's actually solve a puzzle. So we're starting with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got litter, nicotine, rough, trade, cabbage, brood, line, point, reflect, stare, interrupt, work, craft, muse, soul, and ponder. Wow, some interesting words here. Soul, of course, because of yesterday's Strands, makes me think of Pixar movies. It's also definitely a genre of music. Muse is a band. A very good one. I enjoy Muse. Ponder. What I'm doing right, things Ranks is doing right now. Ponder, muse. I never do nicotine, so not that. I might be the first person in the universe to say do nicotine. But I'm thinking about the category things Ranks does, so it's got to be do. Right? I ponder, I muse, I'm work. Reflect. Okay, it's word for think. It's words for thinking, right? Reflect, muse, ponder. But what's the 4th one? Brood. You brood over it. All right, let's go for that. Nice. All right, contemplate. It was the yellow, of course. Nicotine is such a strange. Like, what do you put in with nicotine? Addictive things? I don't really see other addictive things. Some people are addicted to work, they say. It's got to be wordplay then, right? Or there's some weird fill in the blank with nicotine, but what's the wordplay? I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to hold off on that. Cabbage? I know cabbage is a euphemism for marijuana, right? I think it's marijuana. Point, work. Okay, let's find something else. Interrupt. What the heck? Okay, rude things you can do that are rude in a social setting. You can interrupt someone, you can stare at them, you can point at them. What else is rude? Rough them up. You litter. Littering is rude. I don't know. Is that doesn't feel like the same class of things, but these are just like socially unacceptable things. I don't know. I don't think it would be line or work or trade. Soul, rough, craft, nicotine, couch. I'm gonna try litter. That was it. Rude things to do. All right, it is rude to litter. Litter's the only one that's a real crime though. Craft. Your craft, your trade, your work, and your soul. Just like your raison d'etre. No, probably not soul then. Your cabbage? I don't know. That's the only thing other, like, does cabbage mean that? What's the other category? Nicotine, rough, and line? Probably. Nicotine, rough, line, and soul. I'm gonna try cabbage. No, that's still one away. So it's not soul, it's not cabbage, or both cabbages will go in, but I doubt it. Oh, maybe your line of work. Okay, yeah, your line. Okay. So what's going on here? Nicotine, rough, soul, and cabbage. Is there wordplay? I don't see how soul has a wordplay. Unless we're homophones of capital cities of countries. I don't think so. The only other thing I can think of is it's like titles to something, like that I'm just not aware of, like songs all written by the same band. I don't know. Let's find out what it is. Oh, it's blank patch. It was a fill in the blank. Ah. Cabbage patch, like the Cabbage Patch Kids. Nicotine patch, which you used to try to quit smoking. Rough patch. You've hit a rough patch. And a soul patch, which is a type of facial hair. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think of patch. I probably should have thought of patch with nicotine. And I have to admit, it crossed my mind while I was talking about something else, and then I forgot about it. That happens sometimes, and I can't vocalize that thought if that's what happens. But yeah, I do tend to be thinking ahead so that I have actual continuous stream of consciousness to talk about. Anyway, that does cause some problems sometimes. I don't know. I feel like I probably shouldn't have had issues with this. I think it was easier than I made it. 2 mistakes should be a 3+ difficulty for me, but I think this was actually lower. Let's give it a 2.5. They gave it a 2.8. Not bad. Let's check the connections bot here. Based on 250,000 games in, ish, I'm rounding. 73% solve rate, so pretty simple one. The 2 out of 5, it about lines up with what I was thinking. The plurality is people making no mistakes, which I really should have been up there. I just didn't think about lying that way. Not many people made the same mistakes as me, but more than maybe 10 people did ish. Interesting. This doesn't evenly divide this, does it? Now I'm going to pull out a calculator and check. Am I the only one curious? 246763 divided by 22433. Well, that's exactly 11 people. Okay, gotcha. So I was one of 11 people with this exact board. Yeah, so far. Yellow first, extremely common. Like it's just like, yeah, that pops out. How about second though? Green second, not as okay. Yeah, the blue second is very common. I really should have seen line. I had other things on my mind. I think even blank patch. Like if you see nicotine, you probably think of patch, and then you can probably fill out the rest. So yeah, not that hard. I don't really know what the red herrings were today. Guess we'll find out. Brood, reflect, stare, ponder. So you might put stare in with like thinking. Litter patch. Oh, people trying to figure out what the third patch is, not knowing soul patch, I suppose, or just trying litter first. Improper social behaviors, rough. So yeah, again, trying to find the fourth. You know the category, you're trying to find the fourth one. I think that's what a lot of these are. These are my mistakes. This one at least has a description. Professions. Yeah. I mean, soul kind of works there, doesn't it? Anyway, that's it. How'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. Bowser in the Mario games, for example, the boss. It's made to measure, like a ruler. That seems to work with the downs. Video game company named after a term in the board game Go. Atari. Exercise similar to a crunch. A sit-up. Unwelcome message on a graded paper. See me. They've had that before. Wow, 24 seconds. So let's look at the downs. Word before knuckles or tacks. Brass, knuckles, brass, tacks. Pop-up button. Audi. Okay, that's funny. An innie or an Audi belly button. Classic blackboard material. Slate. Oh, I would not have gotten that one. Concentrated form of many cosmetics. Serum. Also didn't know that. Ready to eat as fruit. Ripe. That's a very common clue. But I mean, it wouldn't have been that hard if I had not thought of see me. Anyway, I did well today. How'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is Get Smart, which was a TV show. It's probably more like, I don't know, IQ. Is it things to do with... I mean, it could have to do with the TV show. I don't know. I need, I don't know, rant. I'm going to focus on this Q because the Q has only one U to take. So it's going to take that U. Now we could start, we don't have to start with Q, but if we do start with Q, yeah, okay, it's going to be quick. So I don't want to lock that in yet because I think these are like synonyms for like just calling someone smart. You're quick, you're intelligent. So maybe intelligent is our spanogram. I'm seeing a lot of like in... I thought I saw intelligent. Oh, maybe up here. Nope, other way. Intelligent. Intelligence, maybe? Wow, there's a lot of ways to like draw this. Does intelligence have 2 L's? I don't know how to spell intelligence, apparently. This is the problem. I don't know how to path this. You know what? We have to be able to distinguish which E we're going down to if we do it this way. Is there another? So we must have to go over here because this E can't make it. This E can make it here and this E can make it here, but only this E can make it here. In intellect, maybe? I don't have a C. Where's the G? Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this and see like what are our other words, because we have quick here, which is the only one I found. Quick. So what's up here with this B? Brain? Wait. Big brain maybe? I don't know, not big brain. Because brain is going to isolate this THA. So what's going on with that THA? Actually, if we go brain with this I, oh wait, it can't just be brain because we could use either I. Yeah, this logic again works out. We get blocked off by this Q for quick, so we're gonna need to use this T as well. I'm wondering if all of this is one word, but I do see the word brain, so I feel like that needs to get used somehow. I don't know. What over here? Wait, I have like gent over here. Oh, it's not the spanogram. I thought it was going to be the spanogram, but actually it's just one of the words. Right there. Okay, so what is our spanogram? We got quick. What's going on here? TH? I might have to just lock things in. I think I've spent too long trying to find this spanogram without locking things in. So let's lock in until... Okay, I didn't spell it right. That's the problem, right? We could use either E with it. Oh, that's why. We need to use both E's. There, that's how that works. Okay. Yeah, that's why I spelled it wrong. Okay. I'm gonna try brain. No, I can't. I don't want to try brain because there's two ways to do it. So it's not gonna be right on its own. So I think it means we're using like both I's in the same word. I could do quick though. Okay. Good thing that locked in because that was what I based everything on. What's like another word? So intelligent, quick, something to do with brains. What's this like stall? Maybe that's something. Wait, why do we have night here? Well, we have IGHT. Night is one option, but ribus. Oh my gosh, I can't think of more words. There's gotta be like an INT here or something. Maybe it's not brain. Maybe brain isn't it. I like that. But as like our spanogram. Brilliant. Oh, who knew brilliant had the word brain in it? I did not realize that. So that's is part of our spanogram for sure. That's actually forced. So that's Nias. That's excellent. No, egg. Yeah, I still can't see the spanogram. So we need two more words besides the spanogram. Lever. Clever. Okay, clever. Oh, genius. That's genius. Oh, I said that's Ennius or something. Bright. Okay. It wasn't I. It was a IGHT. Okay, I feel like that took me longer than it needed to. I guess I am not any of those words, but that's okay. At least I didn't lock in any extraneous words, which is always one of my goals. Didn't need a hint, so cool. And yeah, those are the games. There is still Wordle. There should be a little box to click on to watch the Wordle if you haven't yet. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.